joining us now, head of the police's Occult-Related Crimes Unit. Attie Lamprecht, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Based on the evidence on the scene and what you understand, how convinced are you that the occult, that Satanism is involved in this particular case?
Yeah, this is something that we're always very hesitant to just put on the table and say it was an occult-related offense that took place. Normally what happens on the scene, what is revealed during the autopsy, what happened at the scene where the people went through, in other words, the place where the suspect stayed, etc. All those things together will tell us that it was an occult-related offense, and I'm pretty sure by tomorrow we will be sure to say yes it was or no it was not.
Let me come at it from another angle. If you're investigating such a case, not necessarily this one, what type of evidence would lead you to believe that Satanism is involved?
Unfortunately, there's no little shopping list that we can use and say, you know, if the following elements, then it's a satanic murder. And normally you will have witnesses who will tell you what happened. On the scene, you will get different paraphernalia. Now that alone will not say it is a satanic killing, for example. We normally say, you know, satanic killing, it's a murder. The motive behind it might be that this person worshipped Satan. So it is not a satanic killing per se. So we will focus on the murder, and as we do the investigation on the murder, we will try to unravel what led to this horrendous act. And then sometimes it becomes clear that it was planned. People, for example, had a pact to do this for Satan in order to obtain more power or whatever the agenda is.
Is Satanism perhaps a useful excuse as well? In some cases, is it not simply a case of children, of teens behaving badly? Perhaps alcohol is an influence, drugs are an influence, a broken home is an influence, and they're simply using this as a cover, as an excuse?
Absolutely. Balance is critical, and we always put it on the hearts of our investigators that if you want to investigate a murder, to go occult-related is the absolute last avenue you take. Because it is exactly what you say. Majority of crimes that we have experienced is because children were just left alone. There were no adult supervision, they were bombarded into the adult life, exposed to things that they were not ready to deal with. Drugs do play a role in a lot of these things. Fantasy plays a heck of a role. And sometimes when you work with these suspects, you realize that they don't actually understand how the occult realm work and how the structured movements work. And that is one of the dilemmas that we are facing. That's more and more, we refer to them as freestylists. Jump up, they do their own little thing, own rituals, that they come together and they do these things and they don't understand what they actually do.
What about the genuine article? Have you seen an increase in the occult or in Satanism where you can genuinely say it is so?
I can say that the new capacity that we have created in SAPS in 2011, those investigators are now busier than ever before. It does not say that we are putting more cases through court, because sometimes you work with these supernatural allegations and things that happened, and your onus of proof is really limiting, because we have to work with real evidence. Not what you think happened, what can you prove in court happened.
There is one suggestion that devil worshippers don't actually believe in human sacrifice.
There are different types of, let's say, Satanists. You have your, what we refer to as the self-worshippers, which will say, if you want to meet God, look in the mirror, this is me. And then you get people who go one step seriously into the dark side of the occult. And they will also proclaim that this is what they are doing. Obviously not at their own peril when they confess on murders, etc. But we do find that people that came out of these movements, they would like to volunteer information and share with us what happened there. But people in the movement, obviously, they will deny that bad things happen.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. The head of the police's Occult-Related Crime Unit, Attie Lamprecht, with us on Newsnight, and business and weather to follow.
Know more about your world.
enca.com